Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, joined once again by my brother in quarantine, my man D. What's going on, Derek?
What's going on, folks?
We are here to give you a review of AEW Dynamite for this week. Just went off the air. Who won in the TNT... Come on, Derek. Come on, Derek. Hopefully we don't botch this intro. Check it out, guys, and we're going to get ready to start the show in 1 second.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
All right, folks. That is the intro. Shout out to my man Monteezy. Always coming with that fire, bro. Actually, we were just messaging right before this. So, Teezy, I see you, bro. Get at me, dog. The AEW tonight. We're going to run through this tournament, the TNT tournament. Things are starting to thicken up in the tournament, I'll say.
Definitely. Most definitely. It's getting a lot more tense. A lot more energy. I'm liking it.
Lots of storytelling that could be happening from this. On commentary tonight, we had Tony Schiavone and Le Champion, Chris Jericho. Jericho crushed it again tonight, dude.
Yeah, he did.
Really good. Dude, Chris Jericho's the only person, I think Casey said this in the group, that brought up him bringing up Little House on the Prairie.
Yes.
Only Jericho could do that and make it cool. Like, the dude is a fool, man. He can get anything over. Anything.
Anything that comes out of his mouth, he pretty much spins it in the perfect way.
Exactly. The chat is live tonight. Thank you, guys. We're already up to 10 likes. I appreciate that. If you guys want to leave some more, please feel free. Hop on in. Do whatever, man. We're enjoying ourselves here. We got the review coming up for you. Let's see who is in this chat, though. We got Original Biggie tonight. Obi-Wan. PR Nightmare is in the house as well. What's going on, Nelson? Rob is in there, one of my mods in the house. He said Nelson's a trap star out here with 2 phones. Go ahead, Nelson. Don't hate, man. Don't hate. Eric Brennan's in the house tonight. What's going on, Eric? He said hell of a show, and I hope they go back live very soon. So Florida, because Florida's looking like it's going to open up. We'll talk about that maybe a little bit in here if you guys have questions about that.
I wouldn't go to Florida.
Sick, what's going on, Sick? How you doing, bro? Jesus said, laughing my ass off, Derek botched. Yeah, you know how it goes, bro. Wow, nice open, dude. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Casey's talking about his 75-inch TV. Everybody's balling right now but me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe it's them stimulus checks got people acting a fool out here. I don't know if YouTube's going to punish me for saying that, but whatever. We're letting it rock tonight. Everybody's just talking about what made them laugh tonight. Let's see here. What's going on, Mr. Floodwater? Flood joining us from across the pond in Ireland.
Flood!
And Sig just put the juice that is orange line of the show. Yes, but thank you guys for coming in here. Anybody else who joins, welcome. Everything Pro Wrestling, like I said, it's a show by the fans, for the fans. If you guys want your comments heard, put them in there. We're going to go through match by match and go through the entire card, give our thoughts, and then look to you guys. So give me your thoughts on the matches. Let's start off with that Cody promo, D. Fire.
Very nice.
Fire. I think Cody is cutting some of the best promos in wrestling. Write that down, folks. Wrestling.
You know what? I would have to say I think Cody is putting out promos that have been the best in a long time. You know, if you take out like some like if you take out like Bray Wyatt and stuff like that, like
oh, you're putting Bray over him still? I think Cody's just as good.
But you know me, bro. I like the darkness. Cody gives you like the
bias.
Cody gives you like the business type thing. You're a business guy. I like the darkness.
Bias. And let me address this too. If you guys were on the live stream last night with Brian Williams.
Wait, time out. Chris, where the hell you at, man?
Chris DeZuba. We've been missing you, bro. Where you at? Not in the live stream. But for last night, if anybody was wondering during Brian's stream, some people said they thought they had saw something on my head. I Ric Flaired myself pretty bad yesterday. So if you see a Band-Aid on top of my head, I was bleeding like a stuffed pig, as JR would say.
Or stuck Irish pig.
Yeah, so Flood's in the chat, bro. Chill with that.
Hey. No disrespect, Flood.
This is why he has to be censored, PR. Like, you got to understand this, Nelson. This is why he's got to be censored, bro. Let's see here. Cody could always cut a good promo, even in the WWE. He's well spoken. I agree.
Very well spoken.
Bias, Derek. Hey, Zeus, getting points back, bro. I think that's Jeremy. What's going on, Jeremy? Jeremy's new name is Truly the Ace. So, what's going on, brother? Good to have you in here. Yeah, Cody's promo, though, I thought it did a good job putting everybody over that was still in the tournament, and Cody made this feel important.
Yes.
I like the dare I say, it was like a Bruce Wayne type promo. Like, yeah. You know, he's in the Batcave with all the technology and everything else. And he's looking at each opponent that he has, and he's like, well, who am I? And he's just trying to put together everything. I thought it was very well done to get you hyped for the tournament.
And just to add on to that, you know, he was breaking down everybody on the big screen, like the Spanish God. You know, you just like how he was breaking down Sammy, just everybody that he was doing. The way that it was done, it was very well put together. Cody definitely puts out some of the greatest promos ever.
That's what I like to hear. I do appreciate your breakdown with Bray. I know Derek would rather be like, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and yes. I'm more Wolf on Wall Street. Yeah. I get it. That's why the cursing thing and everything else is different.
100 Quaaludes in the morning.
Yeah. But let's talk about this first matchup. We have a quarterfinal matchup for the TNT Championship Tournament. It is a rematch from Revolution. It's shout out to Wrestling with Regret because he kept saying that, so it's stuck in my head now when I say Revolution. Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin. This was a great match, and it opened similar to Revolution, but the opposite this time. Sammy Guevara jumped Darby Allin. What did you think of that opening sequence with that, D?
That was, you know, these two having a feud together is gold. This is money, you know. And granted, you know, like if we weren't in the situations that we have right now, having a crowd there, like this would be well hyped. I mean, not to say that it's not hyped now, but right now with everything going on, it's hard to do. But this is a feud that I value 100%. Darby Allin is on top of his game. Sammy is on top of his game. This is what you would want to see out of any wrestling company, period. It doesn't matter what company it is. This is the kind of back and forth that you want to see between people.
Yeah. Eric Brennan says he can't see the live spots. Yeah, I have no idea what's the deal with that, Eric. A lot of people are saying YouTube's acting up. I would just keep refreshing, guys, if there's an issue with it. YouTube's been acting up since all this mess have started. So I'm surprised the chat's working tonight because it didn't work yesterday for me. I had to have it on my phone. So, yeah, that's fine, guys. Do that. No infomercial, please, Conrad. Don't make me have to hurt you. Listen, bro, it's gotta happen. I need the bucks, the ducats. You guys are balling. You got 2 phones. Casey's got big TVs. I'm trying to live like you guys. All right.
And he's got Darby Allin's pants. No, Casey.
Yo, chill with that. But the opening to this match where Sammy pulls out that ladder, bro. Oh my God. Sammy Guevara at one point in this match, he starts off, he flips over the top rope onto Darby, throws him against the barricade a couple times, sets up a ladder between the barricade and the apron, and Jericho has a nice reference in this about the whole Jim Ross thing. Like, he was like, oh yeah, Jim Ross. Yeah, he didn't mention Jim Ross specifically. He said, this is why they have barricades here, so you can do cool things like set up ladders on aprons. And I was just like, yeah, good point, Jericho. Good.
There you go.
Touche, golf clap for you. He does a splash off the top rope. Dude, this ladder had no give.
None whatsoever. It just had some bounce to it.
That
was it.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. That's just shit, bro. I don't know what to say to that.
I don't even see how Darby Allin was able to even like bounce back from that. Oof.
Oh, dude. So Darby's down on the ground after that. This was one of those like Home Depot Lowe's ladders, and it just felt real. You have to go back and watch that just to see how they bounced off of it. It looked horrible in this. Darby's focus in this match, though. So Darby had to figure out how to turn this around since he got jumped in the beginning. The focus turned into Sammy's ankle. Now, I like this for one reason specifically. Sammy Guevara injured his ankle previously. That was he was taking his shoes off and he hurt his ankle. So they used that to their advantage here. Sammy had his ankle all taped up and he was on the top rope and Darby pushed him over, and while in the tree of woe, he was able to take off the kick pad, push it up and get the shoe off, and you could just see his bare foot. Sammy wrestled the entire match with like 1 foot out. I give him credit for that. And he did a great job selling, I thought, the most part. I think towards the end he forgot a little bit, but most of the match, even the springboard stuff he was doing, he made sure that you recognize, like, my foot is hurt. Yeah,
like when he went up for the cutter, he tried. You could see that he tried to balance himself, but was still, what's the word I'm looking for? He was still cognitive to, the hurt ankle. So he was like, yeah, I got to be careful with that. Still, excellent cutter. Beautiful.
I like that. Was that like word of the day? Cognitive? Yeah, all right. I respect it. So Darby made that his focus. He definitely applied the ankle lock a bunch of times. They got a great shot of him applying the ankle lock when he had his leg grapevine. Yo, he looked like crazy Ken Shamrock. His nose was bleeding. I just
Where's Stephanie? Where is she?
I thought that was great. So after that, at one point in the match, Sammy ends up getting the upper hand, and he hits the 630 on him. And honestly, for a second, I was like, this could be it. He goes for the pinfall, 1, 2. Darby gets his hand on the rope. He hooks that bad boy. Aubrey calls it perfectly. Aubrey did a really good job tonight, I thought, with a lot of things.
Aubrey was definitely on point. Definitely on point.
Ref skills?
Ref skills.
That's what I like to hear, D. That's what I like to hear. Positivity. They really did. They really did good with that spot, teasing it, and then the springboard. So Darby goes off the ropes, and they said he was trying to coffin drop. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do, but after the springboard off the ropes, Sammy catches him in like a torture rack, burning hammer position on his shoulders, and he usually goes for that GTS where he flips you over. Not tonight. Yo, not tonight, because he went for it, and Darby catches his foot, knocks him down, and hits him with that Last Supper pin. And remember, his ankle was hurt. That was the ankle that was folded over. It was perfect. I like the storytelling here. 1, 2, 3. Darby Allin picks up the victory. Derek, this is going to lead us to Darby versus Cody. I like it, bro. How are you feeling going into this one?
I am excited for this one. This one will be a nice grudge match. This will be a grudge match from the last time that they wrestled together on a tag team. And Darby, I forgot what Darby did, but he basically
he popped Cody.
Yeah, he popped him. So it was like, this is revenge time. Like, you got yours, Darby. I'm gonna get mine.
And I totally respect that. I think that this is well worth it. And what else could you complain about with this?
It's really nothing you can say.
You really want to see what happens with this. These are the matches that intrigue me the most, because you could tell so many different stories. You could have it be Cody Rhodes and Darby telling the story of, is this Cody once again getting the big victory over Darby Allin, or is this Darby Allin's redemption against Cody? Interesting things are going to happen. Like I said, this tournament's in the thick of things, and I'm really digging that. So I couldn't be mad about it at all when it comes to it. Let's get back to this here, though. Matt Hardy at the compound. Delete! I'm digging Matt Hardy in AEW. Matt Hardy's always been one of my favorite wrestlers. Like I said, this goes back to when he was in the Hardy Boys. I always appreciated Matt a little bit more than Jeff. That's just a personal thing, though, for my personal taste. Matt is broken Matt Hardy. Have we seen it before? Yes, but I'm kind of happy to see it in AEW. But I like that he's blending the Matt Hardy character into this now a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Going back and forth. It's like I'm broken Matt, but I'm also Matt Hardy as well. And given the going back to Matt Hardy, given like the history of him and Jericho, and the history between him and the Young Bucks and everybody like that like breaking that down. That's how you. Again, this is how you cut promos.
It's, you know what, I think in wrestling today, wrestling fans appreciate the small details. Live chat, I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I like the small details. Yes. I want wrestlers to remember, hey, this happened 2 years ago, but it's coming up again now. Or, hey, this happened the last time we met.
Right.
It doesn't matter what company. You bring it up, acknowledge it. Exactly. Like, you faced off before, I get it. And maybe you can't say the other company's name, but at least acknowledge that this has happened before and you're ready to go. And I thought Matt did a good job with this. Now, Matt Hardy made a lot of... He basically challenged Sammy to a match and at the same time kind of... crap talk Jericho a lot.
Yeah, he's basically calling out Jericho through the whole entire inner circle. Like, I will kick his ass, his ass, his ass, his ass to get to Jericho to kick his ass. So I'm like, hey, I respect it.
Right. It's wild, man. I thought Matt Hardy cut a good promo here. He showed why he's an asset, and he did a great job putting over the AEW brand and talent within this.
Exactly.
As his human vessel, we'll say. So I thought that was good too. No complaints here. No. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. I'm going to group that last match into this too. Casey comes in saying, Darby Allin with those amazing pants. Mr. Floodwater says, I don't get hyped. I think that was in response to someone else from before. Rockstar said, Darby Allin pants, no thank you. These guys are going at it. Truly the Ace says, Darby Allin versus Cody in the semifinals next week. Let's go. Mark your calendar. I agree with that, Ace. I agree.
Definitely.
Jesus says that he likes Broken Matt a lot. Good promo by him. Casey says, I'm not a fan of the broken gimmick, but I love the split personality aspect. And the broken gimmick's not for everybody. Some people are going to not like this.
Casey, man, you let me down. I was expecting you to, like, flip.
What, saying that it was good?
No. I was expecting him, like, because last time he was like, I can't stand this broken man.
No, but he said he liked the split personality part, though. So they won him over a little bit with this.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Darby Allin said that Cody was at the right, just the wrong time. I think it was right place, wrong time that night after the match. Good point. Touche. Original Biggie said the little things matter. Original Biggie has a series actually called The Little Things. See, Obi-Wan, I'm watching your content, bro. AEW is great because they don't have Rockstar. I can't say that. Someone who is the NXT Women's Champion. Woo! Six that think Darby is gonna make a heel turn with the Cody match. I'll let you weigh in on that, D. That's yours.
Darby makes a heel turn with the Cody match.
Could you see him doing that?
I definitely could.
Jesus says, no, I'm with Jesus. I don't think you turn Darby. Darby's not the one to turn heel. If anybody, Cody would be the one I would have turn heel first, but I don't think it's time for either of them to.
But can you really say Darby is actually a face right now? Because Darby's not really a face either.
I think
people do like him.
Do you think wrestling's trying to blur that line between baby face and heel? I know we're getting off on a little tangent.
No, I think they are.
Do you like the gray though? See, I'm weird about it. I think some people should. I think some people should have gray, and some people should be clearly like, that's the guy I'm supposed to cheer for. That's the guy I'm supposed to boo. Like MJF, great heel. We're going to talk about him later on, but great heel. You know you're supposed to boo MJF, right? Yeah. Like, how could anybody like the dude? I mean, I laugh at him, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, I detest this dude. Like, I want to see him get beat up.
I like the gray area. Just because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I like the fact that people can give you that notion where they're like, could I be heel? Could I be face? Could I be neutral? Which one do you think I am?
Sonny Bimbo comes in and says, Orange Cassidy and Pineapple Pete as a tag team. Any cool names for them? I'm going to go with the Boom of the Loom. That's what I would call him. Rob says, turn Cody. I want a legit reason to brew brandy. Stop it, Rob. Some people said Darby's a tweener. I guess it just depends on how you see it.
Like,
I don't see him like that. I think he's a babyface.
I see him like that because he helps people, But at the same time, it's like,
I think, like, to me, the Elite are baby faces, the Inner Circle are heels. He comes out and he's been basically feuding with people from the Inner Circle. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to justify this, but we'll move on. We'll digress about this another time. Let's talk about the second match on the card. This is exactly what me and Casey argued about, and we both kind of got what we wanted from all of this Kenny Omega stuff. Now, by the way, I guess Michael Nakazawa, that match that a lot of people hated in the chat, got high ratings.
It did.
Yeah, Kenny Omega definitely was like, that's the ratings draw, Michael Nakazawa. So since we're losing in the ratings, you can look at him, and he was putting the oil on. I was just like, dude, what is this? What is this?
Because I think, like I said, at this point in time, Casey, people need something to laugh about, because these are serious times. Somebody needs something to laugh about something.
PR Nightmare's hating on my name. He said, boo, exit stage right. Listen, PR, I'm really a funny dude off camera, but you know me, it's all business, bro. Got to keep it PG, man. Got to keep it PG on the camera. Derek will tell you if I'm funny or not outside of this.
Flood, much respect. You are a funny dude.
I want to ask non-show specific, do you discuss ratings, by the way? And I like you, Derek.
What?
Yo, so as far as ratings go, I'm going to tell you guys this. I don't give a damn about them. Like, I don't care about ratings, honestly. AEW lost last week. I don't care. NXT won. I don't care. AEW won this week. I don't care. As a wrestling fan, I know that it's important to the longevity of them, and I do look at them, but I don't care enough to bring them up on the show because it shouldn't matter to us, because this is a show by the fans, for the fans, right? What is the best thing for us? More wrestling content. You get more shows from me. Pro wrestlers get paid more when there's more competition, and WWE is forced to step their game up when there's competition. It's a win-win in my opinion. That's why I don't care about the ratings, truthfully.
This is something that needed to happen, because that's how we got WWE to be so laxed, because there was nothing there. Who's really gonna go up against them? Ring of Honor? Absolutely not. I mean, honestly, you could say New Japan, but New Japan is not looking for that.
Yes. Sick is a fool. Sick said I'm a totally different person outside of the streams and podcasts. Sir, whatever do you mean? Let's see. Did you like the show? I'll get into that. Derek, if you want fun, I'll ship you a box of baby oil to your house so you and Nakazawa can have all the fun. Peace. Let's talk about this Kenny Omega versus Alan Eagles match. Yo. I'm gonna just let Derek take a breather here for a second. Alan Eagles, Angles. Yo, Derek wrote down 17 names because I think Chris Jericho said a different name every time he had to say his name.
Even Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone did the same thing. It was like Angles, Eagles. What was it? Your boy.
Yeah, listen.
Vodka Ice or Ice Vodka.
That's right. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but Chris Jericho knows way too much about alcohol, and I don't want to say what Rob usually says to me about him, but Chris Jericho knows way too much about drinks. But Chris Jericho says yeah, boy, is just vodka on the rocks, man. Not mad at it. I mean, if that's your drink of choice, try a yeah, boy. That's the only thing I can tell you I learned from this match. And the other thing, one more thing I did learn was you don't mess with Kenny Omega. That V-trigger is something serious, boy. He won with that tonight. He didn't even use the one-winged angel. It's winged. One-winged angel. But yeah, the V trigger tonight was on point, and it was part of Taz's keys to winning. Like Taz kind of was doing the John Madden, like boom, look at that right there. You could drive a hole through there.
Exactly.
You gotta drive a truck through that hole.
Boom.
Yeah, just like the classic Madden though, he was just showing what makes Kenny Omega successful as a wrestler as far as his dragon suplexes. The V-trigger, so that played into this, and I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Built up Kenny Omega, and this was a better way to use Kenny Omega. I'm glad that we got to get a breather away from him.
Yeah. And honestly, Alan Angles or whatever his name is. Sorry if we're not getting it right. If you see this, because everybody was jumping around with your name. I actually thought this was a good match between them two. Obviously, we knew Kenny Omega was going to win, but I felt like it was a good match for him.
I think a lot of these guys who have shown up have lots of talent. From Shug D to Allen. I think Justin Law did pretty good tonight. Like, I can't complain about some of these dudes.
No, even his match last time.
Well, he had a big handprint that was distracted from his match. Sorry, Justin. Justin got jacked up on that one.
Do ya?
Yeah, but Derek, you wrote that down, though. Good showing for him.
Yeah, I really thought this was good. You wouldn't expect people like this who would be on AEW Dark to last this long with someone like Kenny Omega. So this was an ode to Allen, saying like, you're getting your screen time, but I'm going to put you over, because Kenny Omega definitely does not have to do that.
No. And you know what? Sonny Bimbo in the chat brings up a great point. He said, I love how Chris, Le Champion, is putting over talent. Very cool. And he put hashtag Pineapple Pete.
Yes.
Shug D did get a nice push out of it because of this.
Yeah, he mentioned him like quite a bit.
Yes, and he changed his name to Pineapple Pete on Twitter because the dude was getting like follows out of the woodwork because of Jericho.
Right.
It was really good. Queen of the Indies, what's going on, Tiff? Good to have you in here, Tiff.
What's up, Queen?
Let's see. Casey says, agree. Omega in singles matches, okay, solid showing by the opponent. Yes. And Broken Rockstar, I agree with that as well. Scorpio Sky's video package. I like this. This. Yeah. He did a video package, and I never looked up his real name. Maybe his real name is Mason Andrews. That's when I first got introduced to Scorpio Sky. In TNA, he appeared on like some X Division matches. Like opening the matches, and he came out as like Mason Andrews, and I was like, who is this guy? And he turned out to be pretty good. This was like in the early days of Zema Ion and all those guys, and he just went in there and he crushed it. I was like, man, this dude's pretty good. Then you saw him in those segments with Daniel Bryan and Kane, and they were backstage with the doctor hugging and everything, and there were rumors that he was going to get signed until some social media mishaps happened. You guys can look that up if you want to know. I'm not bringing up the past because I think we need more forgiveness in this world that wants to cancel people so quickly. The dude said he apologized for it. I respect that, and it seems like he means it. It seems like he's a different dude. People make mistakes, and I think that was a huge part of this with Scorpio Sky when he talked about a lower back injury that he had. That gave me hope. I have a bad back too, man, from a injury. And he just said he woke up one day and he started feeling better. And he was like, you know what? I wonder if I could wrestle again.
Right. And you know what? Having a lower back injury is not fun at all. For those who don't have it, please try to keep your back, period, as healthy as possible, because a back injury can definitely be crippling. Like I'm working with 3 bulging discs in my lower back, and that's no fun whatsoever. All that sciatic nerve pain is a bitch. Sorry, but it is. Yeah,
it's tough, man, just to deal with a lot of that stuff. From whether it's lifting weights, lifting furniture, moving stuff, just be careful with your back. He really just made it resonate, though, when he just talked about, what was his L1 and L2, he said?
L1, L2.
Yeah, he said they were just crushed. The doctor told him not to wrestle, but he said he felt better one day, and he was like, you know what, let me see if I can go and wrestle. Gave it another try. He was like, I think I can do this. Let's give this a shot. Yeah.
Let's give it another go.
He talked about the letdowns. Now, he thought he would get offered contracts from TNA. Never came to fruition. WWE had the mishap. Never came to fruition. And everybody kind of gave him the same excuse. I like you, but we just don't have a spot for you right now. And that's classic to hear in pro wrestling. And Tiff in the chat could probably tell you, she's a big indie fan. There are so many guys who hear that and they want this opportunity so bad to show what they can do on a larger stage. So somebody getting to appear on Dynamite, like these guys we were talking about before, it means a lot to them.
It does. Like, not everybody. Let's look at this as sports related. If you look at baseball, there's a certain amount of people that make it. There's probably about, like, for argument's sake, we'll say about 1,600 people that will get drafted to the MLB and actually play on a professional team. Wrestling, you have options. You have options, but still, that option that is given to you may not be the right option.
Well, there's no option sweeter than WWE, AEW, even Impact, NWA. Like, people want to be on primetime television. They want their face seen. It makes your brand more money. Your stores on Pro Wrestling Tees make more money. So this is important to people, and I think that's what they were trying to strive with this.
Right, and like for me, it resonated with me because, you know, just looking at it as a sports fan, like I could get drafted to a major company, but I keep getting shut down because everybody likes me, but they don't have a spot for me. And if you're trying to get to a professional team in sports, they like you, they just don't have a spot for you. And you know, it's heart-wrenching because it's like I may not have enough time left to do this.
And that's what I got from this too, because of his age. So he said he went to visit his mother's grave, Scorpio Sky. And when he was there, he was just kind of like, what do I do? You know, you sit there and you kind of reflect about life and everything else. And he said, what do I need to do with this? And he said, let's give wrestling one more go. And it seemed like he reformed SCU. They went to Ring of Honor. Things clicked. They got back in touch with the Elite and everything else. And then, boom, we're here in AEW.
Exactly.
He really didn't say anything else really past that, but we know that's the story and where it's going. And I'm interested to see if there's any bumps or hurdles along the way that he's going to bring up or talk about that maybe we don't know.
Right, yeah. What did they say? Part 2 should be coming next week, right? It should be coming next week because this was only part 1. So part 2... I think we'll definitely get a more in-depth explanation as to where, you know, like what happened.
Let's see. Beans Entertainment came in here. What's going on, Beans? He said he was talking about Omega before. We'll get his point in. Omega could do it all. He gets serious like Trent or Pac's match. They look like they're really hurting each other. But then they can do some comedy too. Can't wait for his eventual match with Colt Cabana. Yeah, that's going to be interesting, Beans. Especially if you watch Being the Elite, you know that that's coming up soon eventually. Scorpio Sky is awesome. Way better than his dad, Too Cold Scorpio. Too Cold Scorpio was bad as hell, Casey. I got a match for you to watch with Too Cold Scorpio and He Who We Shall Not Speak Of. I showed Derek. That was ahead of his time in 1993, bro. Let's see. Tiff said Scorpio Sky is the real MVP. I can respect that. PR Nightmare has a spinal problem. That sucks, brother. I feel for you. I remember Scorpio Sky did a battle royal on Tosh.0. Darth Yoda in the house. Yeah, we know who that is. Talk about something. He beat both of us with a bad back. Peace, bro. Peace. Come get the rematch then.
Exactly,
come get these hands. Yeah, hopes he gets a single push. All right, but yeah. That's it. We'll see what the to be continued leads to. Let's talk about Jimmy Havoc, Orange Cassidy. This match was just what you expected. They really made Jimmy Havoc look good in this, actually.
They did. Jimmy being out for the amount of time that he was out, you know, for his little suspension.
Well, he's been wrestling on Dark. He's got a lot of wins.
I haven't been watching Dark lately.
Y'all let me down with this. This is when people start arguing about, like, well, how come this person don't have any wins? And I'm like, did you watch Dark? Me and Jesus, that's our first answer. Have you been watching AEW Dark? Well, no. So
you're right.
He's been on Dark. He's been picking up some wins. I'm not saying they're notable or big names, but Jimmy Havoc's been getting a little bit of a push. Okay, I respect it, and they're trying to do something different with him here. Orange Cassidy, he's with the Best Friends, freshly squeezed, one of the favorites, I think, in AEW. I've never seen somebody like this guy, man. Like, he's really good. So you get what you expect from this match. The classic Orange Cassidy spots, hands in the pocket. Everything else that's going on with this. Jimmy Havoc's just being vicious. Great forearm strikes, acid raid makers. You're getting it all. But the real point of this match was the relationship with Jimmy Havoc, Kip Sabian, and Penelope Ford kind of forming. And they're going to be feuding with the Best Friends, it seems like, at least temporary. Even though I'm still missing Death Triangle. I know we were supposed to get that parking lot brawl. Still hoping we do.
Yeah.
But for now,
please.
Kip Sabian and Penelope tried to interfere in this match. We got a split that happened. Shout out to Chucky T, who ruined that. But Chuck Taylor stopped her, and then Sabian did a dive over the top with a classic Oh my God. Somebody just yelled that out. And he kept the glasses on, everything else. He looked cool, calm, and collected. Orange Cassidy gets the win here, though, with all of the distractions going on. When Penelope Ford goes to top rope, looks to hit that Lita Hurricanrana she can hit so well. And she moves. Basically, Orange Cassidy moves. Everything's like, whoa, 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 what happened? And then as soon as she gets out of the ring, roll up into a nasty little counter. 1, 2, 3.
Nice little modified crucifix pin.
Yeah, I don't know what you call that. I don't know if there's a specific roll-up name for it, but he kind of wraps his legs around him like octopus style, like he was going to submit him, and then he just rolls over into a pin. Orange Cassidy's dope, bro. Good to see the victory here. He gets a win in the W column for AEW. I'm not mad at this. I think this could be an interesting feud. Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian seem like a weird team to me, though.
They do. I don't see it as a long-term kind of thing. I think it's just something that's right now to get everything out the way.
Hey, let's see. We got some people here coming in. Let's see. Casey said Too Cold Scorpio wrestle Voldemort. We'll talk offline about that, Casey. Let's see here. Havoc is pretty technically sound when he wants to be. I agree, Rob. A lot of people don't know that. Check out his progress stuff. Jimmy Havoc knows what he's doing when he wants to wrestle. He will. Jesus said, go watch AEW Dark, Derek. Major L for not watching it. Broken Rockstar said he doesn't watch Dark too. And I'm not saying everybody has to, but like if you check in though, you'll start to see like this is why people are getting certain things though. And coming back. John L. Jackson said, I'm back. I took some time away from the wrestling world. Welcome back, John L. We're always here to welcome you back. I'm glad that you are watching wrestling again. Kenny, for your thoughts. What's going on, Kenny? He said, hey, what's good, gents? Here to support. I appreciate you, Kenny.
Definitely.
Check out his YouTube channel as well. Casey said that this match was way too overproduced, way too convoluted. I was okay with it. I think it got the point. I think if they did one more thing, I would have said like, too much. But I was just like, okay. I feel like a lot of those 6-man trios teams, they get into a lot of that, Casey. Though I see your point on it, though.
Yeah.
Like you start doing way too much interference, and then you make the refs look stupid while you're doing that. Truly, A said Havoc's the MVP. What about Shaken, Not Stirred? That would have been a good tag team name. All right, Obi-Wan. I respect it. Beans just asked, is this leading to a 6-person tag? I think it should. Do you think they could do an intergender 6-person tag? I'm cool with it.
I mean...
I'm all right. I don't know how Tony Khan feels about intergender wrestling. He may want to keep that off TV. I think you could do it, though, if you wanted to. What's up, Connor?
What's up, Connor? I don't know. Well, I mean, if you throw in, I don't know, bro. That might be kind of hard to do.
Let's see here. Jesus said everybody's making the return tonight in EPW. Thank you. Jimmy Havoc sleeps at the foot of Superbad's bed. Oh, terrible. Whoa. I said the end was too convoluted. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The finish of the match, that's what I was speaking about. I have no issues with anything else. Like I said, the 6-man tags, the ending of the matches always just seem to have like too much. Or when it's the trios teams in a tag match or a singles match, everybody's got to get a spot in. Whatever. Let's talk about the next segment because I kind of want to speak about this. MJF went on Twitter, had everyone feeling bad. He's hurt. He's injured. MJF is a little prick. Let me just tell you this. What was this house called, D? Do you remember?
MJ.
You wrote it down.
MJF's Rat House.
Max's Rat House is what you wrote.
Yes, Max's Rat House.
This dude. No, well, I wrote MJF kind of big over it, but Max's Rat House, terrible number one. I don't know how this dude gets away with saying this stuff on TV. So he talks about he got injured. How did he get injured? Was it the match with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus? No. He got injured throwing cash, he said, while he was gambling on the matches. This is Tony Schiavone's fault, probably.
Yeah.
He was throwing cash and said he got a hangnail from it. His arm is in a sling, and he is just a freaking jerk. He does a great job here, man. He makes you hate him. I want to punch him in the face so bad, but at the same time, I love the dude because he's so good at what he does.
Yeah, honestly, MJF is really, really good at what he does. Because I was actually buying into it because it seemed like on Twitter he was breaking his character to say like he really had an injury.
I just want credit where credit is due, and I think it goes to a lot of the Brainbuster Radio people as well. Who was in the chat with us? JPQ, Kurt, Queen, Mags. I think we were all saying the same thing. We were like, yo, this is a work, bro. It's a work. There's no way this dude's hurt.
He got me. I'm not even gonna lie. He got me.
Some people are saying MJF's crack house. We don't need that. That's part of the rat house though.
Yeah.
That's just a section probably
Yeah.
of it.
MJF's house is probably broken up into definitely broken up into sections.
6, and I was like, did this mofo just say he got a hangnail? He did, Sick. Just what it is, man. And then this transitions into the match with Lee Johnson versus Wardlow. We knew what this was going to be, right? Lee Johnson didn't look bad in this either, though. Like I said, I think all these guys shined a little bit. Like okay, he's got some skill. I could see it.
Yeah, Lee Johnson definitely sold a lot of moves that Wardlow did. Again, I appreciate the fact that they're bringing up talent that's not on the main roster,
right?
And giving them airtime. I think this is what's good for wrestling. You need to show people who have the talent, give them a chance. And let them work up, up to getting to the main roster.
Now, I don't know if his finisher changed, but Wardlow picks up the win pretty easy here with the F10. It's the F5 with another spin. Derek hates that name, by the way.
It's the worst fucking move ever.
But, yeah, dude. It's just...
That is
damn
horrible. F10?
So you think he shouldn't do the F5 period?
I don't think he should do any of that. He should get something different. I mean... It would be different if he turned it into a slam, and even then I still probably wouldn't like it. But it would be better than just spinning around and then just tossing him up in the air.
Casey and Broken Rockstar summed this match up perfectly. Broken Rockstar said squash match. Casey said Wardlow is a badass. Give me more of him whooping ass. I like it. The F10 still out for judgment by me. I don't know if I don't hate it, but at the same time I really don't like it either because it's too similar to Brock Lesnar.
Trash.
That was Derek, by the way. You can send all your hate mail to this dude. Brody Lee up next. Brody Lee.
Chris, where are you?
None of that Dark Order shit tonight.
Come on.
Brody Lee is talking about a new member here, and I have to give it up to Casey for his detective work. Casey also wanted me to say something about EC3 here. I just felt like it didn't fit, but I will bring it up. Casey said maybe EC3 is the person. He's talking to someone who seemed like he was a big college football star, potential Heisman winner.
Yeah.
Brought up a lot of things, and he felt kind of just like, I messed up. I screwed up my life. I had it all, and then whatever. He goes through the darkorder.com. This looks really dope when he does it. He's just clicking through. You hear the and he's just going through everything, and it's like, okay, join us.
And before that, he was listening to a voicemail of his girlfriend breaking up with him.
Yeah, Samantha.
You're bad. You are a horrible person.
You better hope the Dark Order doesn't come after you now. But
I'll be at your front door.
Folks, if anyone is stalking you, please call your local authorities. So, new member here is potentially joining the Dark Order. And I like this. They kind of had like the camera focused on Brody Lee like he's talking to the person.
Yes.
First off, Brody, I don't know how Brody Lee does anything with that mustache.
Yo,
bro.
that mustache is... Woo! Oh
bro,
my God.
Bro, I could never have my mustache that thick. Like, I hate when it's like just curling over the lip a little.
Oh my God, dude. I sit in the mirror all the time like, I gotta cut this. This is bothering me.
Have water and it's all floating over. Hashtag people with mustache problems. But dude, Brody Lee like brings this up, and I think I'm gonna give Casey full credit on this. He did some detective work, and he said that he thought he saw a name of Preston Vance in this. Casey in the chat can give me more on it, but he did a good job with that, uncovering that. And Preston Vance is the Ryan Gosling guy in the crowd, if anybody's wondering who that is.
Listen, I pointed that out. That's Ryan. That's Ryan Gosling, dude. Look at that man from the side, and then look at Ryan Gosling from the side. That's Ryan Gosling on like 12 pounds of like steroids, because we all know how skinny Ryan is with like a 3 o'clock shadow.
Terrible.
Just saying.
So eventually, it looks like he welcomes him to the Dark Order. He handed him a mask, I believe, as well.
Yeah. Slid it right on the table or the desk, however you want to look at it.
Obi-Wan just made me laugh. Breakup over voicemail, pretty harsh. That's one of the softest things to do. Remember that. Call the person. Be man up.
Exactly.
Do it right.
We'll be at your door, Samantha.
I do not promote any of this shit. Sick says, don't WWE superstars have to wait 3 or 6 months before they can perform for other companies? So I think it's if they let you go, yes. It's 90 days, so 3 months. But if your contract runs out, you can perform. Matt Hardy, that's how he was able to quickly turn it around, because he didn't sign a new deal, so I'm out. So then you can just go right to another company, because you're not under these weird, stupid... Yo, I don't know who does the independent contractor law. Can you please look at wrestling? Like, please. This goes against all business ethics that I was taught in school. Like, that shit doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But they get away with it. Justin Law gets his ass whooped in this match. I'm not even going to go through this too much. Brody Lee was a powerhouse in this, but they're building up the Exalted One's character, and I'm glad that they're staying invested in this. Do you feel like Dark Order's lost some steam since Brody Lee's been revealed, or do you think it's just because they aren't in front of crowds right now?
I think it's just because they're not in front of crowds right now. I think you had Evil Uno and the rest of the Dark Order do their thing, and now it's time for Brody Lee to come in and do his thing. And I think when the fans get back, I think there's going to be more chaos when that happens. So right now, I like it because they are putting out great vignettes. These promos are excellent. Like this one today, I had no idea what it is. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then like as you just going through, I'm like, what is this? And then it just jumps right to it. Like then you realize like, oh shit, this is whoo.
The stare down in this match too afterwards. Marco Stunt is going to get his ass beat by Brody Lee. I just want to let people know, if you're a Marco Stunt fan, I'm sorry.
Tony, why are you doing this, man?
Yo, why you gonna blame Tony Khan? Yo, Brody Lee is going to destroy Marco Stunt. And I like that they're making Marco at least like he's standing up for himself. But Chris Jericho said there's a fine line between standing up for yourself and, being proud and being foolish. And yes. I think Marco Stunt's going to pay for that because his friends will not be there to help him.
Oh, definitely.
We also find out that we're getting Best Friends versus Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc next week. They cut a weird promo backstage a little bit, but I think that's who the Best Friends are. Chucky T was kind of like grabbing on people weirdly and putting chains around his neck like they were in the back of a workout area.
Did anybody peep the fact that Chucky T was trying to do the pecs flex? He was like...
Listen.
The only man that I can say that was really good at doing that, Bolo.
Bolo?
From, was it Bloodsport?
You're disrespecting, bro.
Who else was better?
Lex Luger, bro. Oh, Lex Luger do the best pec flex ever, just making them jump. Let's see here. Rob says we need more Uno and Grayson as far as the Dark Order is concerned. Hey, Zeus and Casey are talking about some new tag team. I'm not getting into that. There's a controversy around the name right now, but it's Fear the Revolt. You guys could look that up. Let's see here. Truly the Ace says Eric Rowan will be the new member of the Dark Order.
Ooh.
I don't know, though, if you want to keep getting people from
But
there.
Eric Rowan got fired, though, right?
No. Technically, you can't get fired if you're an independent contractor, right? But I guess, to me, you're an employee at WWE. They were released, but I think those guys all have to wait. Anyway. That's just my thinking on it. I don't know, though. Maybe Vince told them it was okay. We'll have to see. Six said, I think Brody and Matt would have debuted with a crowd. That shit would have definitely hit different. Sick.
Oh, yeah.
Don't remind us, bro.
Oh, yeah. That definitely would have hit different.
We were supposed to be there. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm in tears. Brody's hometown. It just hurts my soul, man. Conrad joining the Dark Order. Stop it, Jesus.
It's happening, Jesus.
And these boys are saying, Rip Marco. No, he said the Revolt. No, you were saying it right, Jesus. I'm just talking crazy. Sigh. Eric Rowan is just facepalm. Rowan would be way too on the nose putting in with Brody Lee. No thanks. So a lot of people aren't feeling the Eric Rowan coming in.
You know, that would be too obvious. That would be too obvious.
Derek, let's talk about something that is in common that many people don't think of. When you hear Jake Hager, do you think of Bobby Brady? Because it's time for the Bubbly Bunch. And this week's episode was about Sammy Guevara being sad that Jake Hager did not win the AEW championship last week. I guess Moxley cheated somehow. So they decided we're going to play a game. And tonight's game is going to be all about winning the hand sanitizer. How do you decide if you're going to win the hand sanitizer? Well, obviously, Flim Flam. Flim Flam. They were coming up in there. Derek's giving you a great example of how to do it. TikTok, it has ruined the world. Shout out to Josh Robinson's TikTok as well. Make sure you show him some love.
I gotta buy some stocks in that.
What, TikTok? Yeah. You think that's the hit? That's
for
it?
For right now.
That's the wave?
Right now it is. Is that what's really hood in the streets?
Flim Flam for the hand sanitizer. And you know what? They all did it pretty well, I would say. No one really screwed up. We saw some Party Boy Hager come out because that's who he is known for outside of wrestling.
Exactly.
Jericho did a great job, although he was wearing gloves and leather pants in the house with those boots. Like, what is this? I love Ortiz sitting down with like the Grinch and stuff next to him. They just focused in on the Grinch's face instead of his.
Right, and Santana. Actually, you know what? The funny thing about it is Santana looked like he was like the normal one out of everybody. Like he's just sitting there with headphones on, sitting on the couch. Everybody else is just on some wild stuff, you know.
Yeah. We got some mixed feelings about TikTok going on in here. Let me know, guys, if you guys want a contest for some hand sanitizer, best Flim Flam for EPW, let me know. We can have this happen. Now they do the Flim Flam, and basically in the end, Sammy Guevara goes ham doing this. Like he's doing handstands. He starts breakdancing into his little pose that he does.
Did a backflip. I don't even know how he, like, if he had enough room for, like, how he had enough room for that.
Listen, I hate going on sidebars, and Rob's probably gonna kill me for this, but Drake's new song, the what is it? The
Tootsie Slide.
The Tootsie Slide, right? I always told people, now look, when those dances first come out, I like it. You know, it's meant big people can do it. It's like, okay, I can handle a slide, a movement. Okay, wow, I can rock with this.
Right.
And then you got people like Sammy Guevara. This dude comes in and then he just starts adding all this extra shit in. Bro, I can't do flips. Stop doing shit like that when they have dances coming out. You ruin it for big people.
Exactly.
And he's probably saying lose some weight. I'm saying chill out. Take a chill pill, bro.
Relax.
Yeah, so eventually with this, the Bubbly Bunch ends. Sammy wins the hand sanitizer. Jericho throws the hand sanitizer at his phone like he can get that shit.
Right.
The cat looks at it and it just ends. I thought it was good this week. Not as good as week one, but it was still all right. They held it down.
Definitely. I thought it was good. It was good.
Conrad, you should do it right now, the TikTok dance. Nah, you guys had Derek. That's it. Flim Flam Savages. TikTok is getting sued for music copyright, so you might want to wait on that, D.
Oh, well, hey, I guess I'll be waiting.
Hit up Rob for all stock tips when it comes to TikTok.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not messing with that. Too fatty for me, you know?
Yeah.
We'll see if it lasts. Let's talk about the main event here. This main event had implications behind it. If you didn't watch Road 2, you've been watching Road 2s, right?
Yeah.
All right, don't let me down with that. Those are good, I think. Yeah. But Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes is a very key person. He left Cody a voicemail basically talking about his long career, thinking about everything, and he said, if I cannot beat that... Go ahead. You want to curse, I know. Let it out.
I won't do it this time. I already dropped the F-bomb twice. And that spine call.
I'm giving you a chance to say son of a.
If I don't beat that son of a bitch, I'm going to retire.
Basically, that's what he says. Dustin Rhodes says that if he can't beat Kip Sabian, his career is over for this one. Derek, what is the first thing you wrote here?
Chris Jericho called Billy Gunn and his son the gun dummies.
Did that tickle you? That made you laugh that much?
Yeah.
I was like, the gun dummies? What is this? I thought you were talking about like the dummy bears from Rugrats or something. Yeah, the gun dummies. That poor Austin Gunn, man, taking his licks at all of this. But you can hear them like notably being loud. Billy Gunn's face too with Orange Cassidy, priceless. When he came up with the hand, he was like, "What are you doing?" All right, I'm doing it, but
right.
Very technical match though. This was not what I expected. I thought we would see more high flying, fast paced stuff, but they look like they kind of worked the match in Dustin's favor more.
It looked like, yeah, definitely.
Dustin Rhodes has been incredible his entire career. Just thinking about him, I was a big fan of his when he was the natural Dustin Rhodes. I really don't remember him in WWF as a kid when he was there for that short stint with Dusty, taking on like the $1 Million Man and Virgil. I thought of Game's rap line when I said that. That's what made me laugh. The whole natural character, I just think it worked in WCW. He was like the rookie. He did some great things. He's very accomplished when you listen to him talk about his career. AEW Unrestricted has a great podcast. Just, they give like quick blurbs about people's careers and everything else. And Tony Schiavone's been there for his entire career.
Right.
Like, that was a really cool thing. And Jericho even said on commentary, you were there when it began, you're going to be there when it ends tonight. I like that he's still peeling it up and doing his thing when it comes to it. Yeah. This was storytelling, and like you said, great power slam in here. Great spine buster delivered as well. Kip hit a tornado DDT for a 2 count to make you believe that it could possibly be over. Sabian yells in Dustin's face that it's his time. This is his moment. And we kept having a little bit of interference in here with Penelope and Brandy. Brandy hits the spear on Penelope. You knew you were getting that spot. And Dustin wins with the Destroyer. Thank you. That Petey Williams can rejoice tonight. Right. That the Destroyer was hit for a W.
Exactly.
Dustin wins. Now, I saw Sick put in the chat, I don't think this match was big enough to put Dustin's career on the line. I hear you on that, Sick, but I think this tournament match needed it. Because to me, this was the weakest tournament match. When you looked at everything on paper, you were like, they got to do something more with this match.
Yeah.
It's missing something. Yeah. And Dustin putting his career on the line tells a great story. And funny you brought up the movie Bloodsport before, because now I'm going to kind of reference that, as I told you before. I think that now he's going to be facing Vance Archer in the next round. Vance and Jake the Snake have a problem with Cody. What better way to hurt him than to hurt his brother? Mm-hmm. Jean-Claude Van Damme had to come out and save his buddy. It works.
Cody going to be standing over Lance Archer, head in hands. Sit!
It's a good movie. You guys have never seen it. Let's see here. Flood asks, hey Conrad and Derek, Tony says AEW ain't a former WCW, but the current AEW title picture has former WWE guys. How can he say that? Flood, I think it's very easy to say that because every single person that's in wrestling right now has touched WWE in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. So you can't really say the Young Bucks were in WWE before AEW. Technically, they had a match on the show on SmackDown. What are you gonna? You can't change that, bro.
Right.
People have been there. Are they WWE guys now? I don't see John Moxley as a WWE guy. I think he's completely a different character, and I think he's much better in AEW. He seems happier too as a person.
A lot more energy.
Chris Jericho is a completely different character in AEW than he was in WWE. The Judas thing has taken over, man. It's great. I'm seeing someone say do the Asuka dance, and original Biggie said with or without mist. Sick said, oh, nope, that's what we read before. Casey responds to Flood on the same question. Says, wrestlers go from promotion to promotion. You use big names to draw the eyes in. Then other guys like Sammy and Darby, OC, Orange Cassidy can get over and become popular. Excellent way of putting it, Casey. 5 stars for you, my friend.
5.
Truly the Ace says, Dustin Rhodes, good luck next week against Lance Archer. We got 2 banger matches next week, man, for this tournament.
Yes.
Casey agrees with Sick as well, as far as that goes. Some people are saying 420 was great in the chat. Check out my top 10 Rob Van Dam matches that I released on 420. Wink face. Mr. Floodwater says that one match is different than a big stint. I just, Flood, I don't see it, bro. Like, anybody can say that they're a WWE guy. You can't argue that all the time with it. This isn't like the old days to where I felt like, okay, WCW never used big, what was Nash's name? Vinny Vegas. And then he came to WWF and became Diesel, and they made him a star and the world champion. And now WCW wants to push him. That's like kind of, leeching off. You had him before, so right. I get it, but they used him for star power to build up their brand, and it worked. It's just part of the game, man. That's it. I just think you can't do too much of it. You can't be the home for when a talent gets released. Like, well, I'm going over here now.
Right, yeah. Just doesn't work that way.
Donnie in the house. What's going on, Donnie? He said tonight's show was great, and I think this is a perfect time to ask everybody, thumbs up, thumbs down on the show. Is that your answer already? Mm-hmm. I am going to agree. I don't think we've given the show a thumbs down yet, have we?
We've only had one where it was like
mixed up.
Yeah.
What was that Nashville one? I can't remember. It was one of the, or Mississippi maybe. It was one of those shows that I was like, it wasn't that great. Six said Jon Moxley is definitely a better version of himself now than when he was at WWE. The damn slingshot clothesline. WWE got all New Japan and AEW, or New Japan and ROH rejects. Yeah, I mean, you could argue that both ways too. Like I said, it's ridiculous. Whoever you pick up, that's the guy on your team now. It's how you have to look at it, I think.
Pretty much.
Casey says, I want Dustin versus Archer in a King of the Road match. Thank you, Casey. Can we get a bunkhouse brawl, too? A little bunkhouse brawl. That's all I asked for.
Something.
Flood says, my point is Y2J and Dean didn't have one match. I get what you're saying, Flood, but it doesn't matter. Thomas Polster said thumbs up. Donnie said thumbs up. We'll wait for everyone else to ring in their thoughts. Jesus, lots of thumbs up. I think next week's going to be a better show, too.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be a banger. They've got some matches planned out, and they all seem like some pretty big matches.
Yeah, next week will definitely be bigger. I think we're in for a good show next week.
Yep. Broken Rockstar said thumbs up. If Shinsuke goes to AEW, though, I would like that. I don't know if he would, though, Sick. That would be cool with me, though.
If he does, somebody catching the meanest Kinshasa.
Ace gave it a thumbs up as well. That's what I like to hear, guys. At least everybody enjoyed the show, it seems like, tonight. Same from us. Good show. Lots to look forward to next week with the TNT tournament. Got to get some plugs in real quick. Saved it for the end this week. We're just trying different placements. Guys, if you need to, take care of things in the banana region, you guys are going to want to get this Lawnmower 3.0. It does great things. It is skin safe, so it doesn't cut your head. It also is waterproof. It's got a nice little light on it, so that way you guys can see everything in case, maybe your lights are down, maybe you're trimming in the dark because the lady told you get the clipping. Who knows what could happen with that. You guys can also get the nice package that comes with this. Get yourself some ball deodorant, some ball toner as well. These things are meant to make your crop shine. And ladies, you can use it too. You guys can get the clipping too. Mm-hmm. Take care of those bits, all the areas. You want to make sure you're looking right, smelling right, feeling right.
Equal ground.
Do it with the Lawnmower 3.0. Go to manscaped.com and put in the promo code EPW Show. You get 20% off your order. Do it right now if you guys are interested. Get it as a gift for somebody. Get the clipping. Let's see here. Oh, man, people are in this chat going in. Moxley versus MJF at Double or Nothing. Maybe Jesus. I thought Moxley and MJF was going to happen when MJF was creeping up that top 5.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I agree with JR. They should go after Rusev. Shinsuke versus Omega. Like, come on. Sick. That's a dream match, bro. Bean said thumbs up on the show. Also thumbs up on the video. Thank you guys. I'm glad I found your channel. Beans, I'm glad that you came in here, bro. We want people's voices heard in the wrestling community. If you guys ever want to donate money, you can. I would appreciate it. But I'm not asking or begging for donations. I'm still going to read what you guys think because you're supporting my brand, my name, and everything else. Go in the link tree and follow me on Twitter, man. Follow me on Facebook. We got merch options in there as well. Check it out, man. Listen, guys, I have the Manscaped. I literally just trimmed my balls earlier today. It's so great. Manscape your giblets, guys. Thank you, Casey. Well done. And he did not say giblets. Gibbles. He said gibbles. Excuse me. Do you not feel certain things apply only when it suits, though? For both of us, as far as the Moxley Jericho debate Flood is talking about here. In a scene on EPW section of Toys R Us, smooth down there, wink face. I also purchased this product and my balls are smoother than the brown boiled eggs. Oh my god, I have to end the stream soon. Yes, guys, definitely check out the Manscaped ad and use the code. But Flood, as far as what you're saying, I'm at the end of the day right now with wrestling, look, all those people who were released, I didn't want to speculate on where they could go because it is what it is. Can AEW pick up some people? Sure. Would I mind if they pick up a couple guys? No, not at all. But at what point do we say, like, who's a reject of where? I think we're just at the point to where I don't see it like that anymore. WWE's taking ROH talent. People are going to go where the money is and where they're most happy.
Right.
I just don't see it like that anymore. It's not like it was in 1996 to where I felt like, I fell for that whole idea of pitting you against the company. I was a WWF guy. I was like, WWF over WCW, it's way better. And I always stood by it. Even when they were losing those 83 weeks, a lot of people forget about that. I was always still saying WWF's better. Witness. Like, I always just said I'm a WWF guy. Maybe it's because I'm in New York and that's just how I feel. In Buffalo, like, we just watch WWF here for the most part. But we watched WCW too. I knew about the NWO. We kept up on it, but...
Right, yeah. It was more so WWF. For me, it was the Attitude Era that kept me with WWF for a long time. Like, I liked WCW, but
do you feel like people are from a company, like, do you feel like AEW just has WWE rejects? Like, I don't feel that way, like, in the main event scene.
I don't think they have rejects. I don't think they have rejects at all. I mean,
Flood says he gets that, but he felt Tony was talking shit. I mean, people said the same thing about the WCW comments with Tony Khan. I think Eric Bischoff just doesn't want to handle the fact that a lot of people view him that way. And I love Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff, I thought, did all right running WCW to a certain point. But I think at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself and what your brand is portrayed as. Vince McMahon portrayed them as the losers in that Monday Night War, and they did make some key mistakes.
Yeah. With
contracts, you let Hogan run things for too long. You screwed up the finish to Starrcade 97, which I will never personally forgive them for. Like, dude, you messed up Sting. That was a dope-ass storyline, and you just screwed it all up. Bret Hart was used terribly. You had Bret Hart after the Montreal screw job. You could have been printing money.
Basically.
And you screwed it up. So Eric Bischoff and them can't get mad when Tony Khan says, yeah, I'm trying to follow a model that doesn't replicate WCW. Cool. I'm fine with that. Take the best of what each market has. Put on matches like New Japan. Have the production value of WWE. Have returns and crazy moments like ECW. Put on hardcore matches like ECW. Have the WCW instant replays and cruiserweight style matches. You can have all that. Take what's the best from each company, bro.
Yeah, you just gotta play it out correctly. If you get it done the right way, everything will work out.
Listen, guys, this is the perfect spot to end this right here. I appreciate everybody who came in here, joined up, and just talked with us for a minute. This seems like the perfect spot to end it. I'm wondering what's going to happen with Double or Nothing 2. And I'm not saying 2, I meant like as well. I don't know. We don't have any matches announced for it. Hopefully next week we'll start to see the picture for Double or Nothing. I know we'll have the finals of the TNT tournament, but that's all we know at this point. Right. Moxley will be on AEW next week to let us know what's going on with him. And from there, we'll just have to see what happens.
Yep.
This is for Conrad Cushman, Everything Pro Wrestling. Derek also in the house. Make sure you guys show us some love, and this will be up on audio. And if you listen on audio, thank you so much for listening. This is Everything Pro Wrestling. We are out. Peace.